Good morning. Weiter in the Mimer on the topic of Tohu and Tikkun. The difference between Tohu and Tikkun is that Tikkun has the bittul. In this ketta, we're going over what is the real bittul, the bittul that everyone's going for, to make Tohu into a proper existence, which ultimately leads to Tikkun. We know that Oros and Kalim, in the relationship of Oros and Kalim, there has to be a level of bittul on both sides. That Oros have to have bittul to the Kalim's agenda, and that Kalim have to have bittul to the Oros agenda. Well, what is the real bittul? Right, we know that it's not the Or wants to be in its makom and its sharash, l'mayla. It's the nature of Or, to elevate, to rise up above. And Kalim also, Kalim on the side of Kalim, they're perfect. Kalim doesn't need an Or inside of it. In order for the Or to settle into the Kali, it has to surrender itself to the mission, to the agenda. Not to its own agenda, but to the agenda, the purpose of creation in general. It would be perfectly fine above in its shoyash, but would it be revealed? Would it be fulfilling its creation? Like the Rebbe says, it would be nice for this Or to be on high, but wouldn't be accomplishing its mission, its purpose for creation. The Rebbe brings down the descent of the Yidden into Mitzrayim. Right, we had the Shvatim. They were comfortable in Eretz Yisrael with their Tate, doing their Avodas Hashem. But they knew that ultimately, for the purpose of creation, for the Geula Shalema Mitis, Hayarida Shaloi, Sheyarid Matmuso, Mitzamtim Asmai, Lihiyais, Islab Shusa Or Bekeli. They knew that they had to be an Or and a Keli. Uncomfortable, suffering some distress, but for the main mission, for the ultimate bittul. Which is not a bittul it's not a bittul on their end. It's not their bittul that they're looking to achieve. It's the bittul that was created for them. The bittul in their instance. The bittul of a descendant of Mitzrayim. Once the Or settles into the Kali, succumbs to the mission statement, it gains. It becomes a makabel in a way. It's going to shine in ways it's never dreamed of. It's going to have something called a sfiros Or. And what is this sfiros Or? It's an Or shemeir boy bechinas oin soifik believable. It's going to shine in a way that would have never shined above. Up high, it's limited. It's limited to the heights, limited to whatever they can achieve on high. But after it's settled into the Kali, it has this sfiros Or, which shines in a way that in a way of Orin Soifa believable. And this is the Or Mitzad Atzmai. The same way that it would shine the Dveikus M'Koiroi. However, it has this sfiros Or, which turns it into an Or which is totally limitless. In Tohu, Tohu, believe it or not, there was bittul. Each of the Kalim, the Oros and Kalim, experienced their level of bittul. It was bittul to their mission. They settled, they had their Kali, and they were comfortable. But they couldn't get along with each other because they had their each specific individual mission, which didn't stem with the general mission statement. This is the cause of the sfiros Kalim. It's not that they didn't have bittul. They didn't have bittul to the ultimate purpose of creation. Bittul of the kavana, the tachos b'rosai, which is bringing heaven to earth, which is creating a dir b'tachtonim.